Hello and welcome everybody. Farmer Donkey here. I hope everyone is doing well. We are on our New Hope Pioneer Challenge and this is episode 23. We just rolled into the month of November, which means it's time to go ahead and get set up on fertilizing our wheat field. And then we also will be spraying our herbicide on our wheat field as well as our lavender field. So this is actually my second time trying to record this episode. I did my intro and everything and went through and recorded the entire episode, and then I realized that I only recorded the intro and the outro for this episode, so everything in the middle got deleted. So here we are. Thankfully we had autosave turned off and we're here to record it again. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. What other mistakes did Donkey do today? Well, so I've been deleting mods, and I accidentally deleted my goat and chicken pen, and then saved without even checking to see what all disappeared. As soon as I got in, so I could clear out my mods folder, it's like, okay, that way it's not trying to load up 500 mods for this game save. Because when I started the challenge, I just clicked, yeah, I'm gonna take all the mods. I didn't think about it, and so that kind of turned around and bit me. So there's that. We did put that back in, but we still need to put more hay in the goats, with the goats, and we did lose a little bit of wheat and hay with those goats and chickens when they disappeared. Well, I guess it would have been barley, not wheat, but yeah. So that happened. But I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this field. And we'll catch back up with you guys after the quick intro to the channel. So we'll see y'all then.
Welcome to the Farmer Donkey Show, where the seeds are planted and the crops will grow. Grab your boots, let the good vibes flow. It's Farmer Donkey time. Let's go.
Alright, so we just finished folding up the sprayer now. We're going to head on back to the shop. We're going to go ahead and dump out the fertilizer that we have left in here, and we're going to fill it up with some herbicide. We did get a worker to go ahead and mow our hay field, because now it has been the months that was required to get the hay back to where it was. But we are going to look to see if we can put narrow tires on the John Deere. That way we're not going to be doing any crop damage to our lavender. It has been very sensitive. We did make a few adjustments terrain-wise to our little shop over here, just to kind of fix the terrain just a little bit, make it easier to get it in and out of sheds again. Oh man, that update really set us back as far as that goes. Alright, so let's see, what can we put? Wide tires, narrow tires, there we go. I think just regular narrow tires. And you know what? I think I want to go ahead and throw the sensors on here. 15,000, that's not too bad. But that will allow us to kind of see when we do fertilize a little bit better. And I probably should have... Oh, yep. There we go. Start the engine since I customized that tractor. And we're gonna run down here, drop off our fertilizer. There we go. And then we should be able to spin around and grab... Oh, let's go ahead and put the fertilizer in there. That way we don't accidentally fill up with the wrong product. There we go. And then... Why didn't fix this? Okay. Oh well. Herbicide. Pull that out. We'll grab that. I don't like that we have pallets sitting in the ground. And I'm hoping this is going to be enough herbicide for both fields. I know there is a little bit of... let me reset up the lines because I know we were going to need it. Okay, there we go. But yeah, it might be getting pretty close. But I think we have a plan in the future as far as herbicide and liquid fertilizer to kind of save us from buying it. It is going to take a little bit of a startup investment to do, but it should be worth it in the long run. We should be cooking here. Just love like the pulse modulation and then the spot and spray system on precision farming. Like it looks so cool to see it as a continuous stream. I think that's kind of cool. Probably lift the forks up out of the lavender as we're driving through. Don't want to plow it up with the pallet forks. I don't think we're gonna do the headlands. I think we're just gonna do passes up and down. Just kind of save a little bit there, and we won't have to turn around as much and try and back up into those trees. There's just so many weeds since we didn't cultivate or plow or anything this lavender field. I hope that it's not this bad every time. We might end up probably thinking about doing something a little bit different up here, but for right now the lavender is been treating us pretty nicely. We got quite a bit of it when we had to sell it immediately. We got quite a bit off of it. It's only been costing us that one initial seeding. Now, if it's gonna continue to cost us herbicide, then we might rethink it. It also is very thirsty when it comes to fertilizer requirements. So we definitely will have to keep that in mind. There we go. Then we should have 2 more passes. And that little bit of lavender still there that we we didn't harvest last time. But yeah, I know let me turn on cruise control real quick. Why I pull up the map. So we're getting rid of a bunch of the weeds here. And then we still got a little bit. It's definitely a lot more dense up here on the lavender field than it is down here on the wheat field. Even so, it looks like you can kind of see where we drove to fertilize. Kind of awesome. Thankfully, the wheat doesn't have crop destruction yet, so we do have that going for us. Yeah, so I was thinking, and a lot of it comes from watching the other guys that are doing this challenge, and their links are going to be in the description below. Definitely go check them out. But I was watching Milk That Hen's episode, and he got a biogas plant, and I kind of think I want to do something similar to that, just to kind of use the manure and slurry and not have to buy a huge expensive slurry spreader and manure spreader, since we already have this really nice sprayer. So I was thinking maybe we do something kind of similar and put in a biogas plant. But I don't want to do just a biogas plant. So once we get this sprayed, we're going to go run over and we're going to spray the wheat field for weeds. And then after that, we're going to hop on down to the cow shed and I will show you guys kind of what I have been pondering about. So we will see you after this quick time lapse.
salvation on a chemical wind. The harvest must rise, though the earth has sinned. Dark clouds gather, but the crop must remain. Through the power of the sprayer, he conquers the plague.
Enjoyed that cinematic as we sprayed the day away here on our farm. I believe we are just about done. Yep. So we're finishing up the last little pass right here, and then all of our weeds will be killed on the farm. So that is amazing. Looks like we're done, so we're gonna go ahead and turn it off, and then we're gonna go ahead and fold it up, and then we can take this back to the farm. And then we'll grab our trailer that we kind of got ready to go. I don't know if we want to go ahead and bale. I think our workers should be done on... Yeah, it looks like they're done over there. Okay. So I'm not sure if we want to go ahead and bale or run down to the cow barn real quick. You know, what I think I'll do is I will go through and run through with the tedder a little bit off cam, and then we'll get the workers started on... Oh, went a little too far. And we'll get the workers started on windrowing it. And then once we're done at the other farm, we will come back here and bale up right before we conclude the episode. Oh, wrong one. Oh. All right, let me turn on. All right, so we will see you guys all down at the cow farm. So we'll see you then. All right, so we are back down here at the cow farm. Now, one of the things that we did want to go ahead and do is, well, we wanted to put down another production. So we're going to jump into the build menu real quick. As I said before, we were looking at doing a biogas plant of sorts, but instead of putting down a biogas plant, I wanted to go ahead and use the farm production mod by Cavalier Roy. And I wanted to put it down here because, well, this is where we're going to be getting all of our manure from. And so we can turn it into digestate and electricity and diesel. And with this mod, we can actually turn all of those products into our fertilizer and our herbicide and stuff that we're going to need for running the farm a little bit. We are still going to be using our TMR mixer over there for TMR, just because it requires us to use the mineral feed, whereas this production does not. So we brought the trailer down here to go ahead and grab our manure. Why did it not? Oh, when I fixed the leveling, I must have emptied the bunker. Well, I guess we're not going to be starting with nearly as much manure as I thought we were. I guess that happens. But next month we should have plenty more to throw in there. I do think we still have plenty down here from the buffalo. That'll at least fill up the trailer the rest of the way for the most part. So we are here. Grab this. Yeah, 15,000. Okay, so not a whole lot lost. Well, I mean, we had at least 2 trailer fulls the last time I did this, but no worries, no worries. I needed to fix the leveling over there anyway, so that all works out in the end. But we're going to take this and dump it, and that should give us a little bit of digestate as well as electricity and methane. And I believe it also gives us straw. But one of the weird things about this mod that I'm not quite sure about is why does when you give them slurry, does it give you straw when you don't put in any straw into the slurry? But you know, all the questions I have. So we're gonna need to buy a slurry tanker because our milk will not be able to be used as slurry. Well, for slurry. Now, I don't want a slurry spreader, so I think we're just going to get the slurry transport from down here. So we'll stop here and pull up the menu real quick. Where is it? Slurry transport. Now this one here, yes, it holds the most for the price, but to me that's a little unrealistic because that's more for sitting on the side of the field rather than transporting back and forth. So I think we're going to go ahead and go with this one here that holds 21,000 liters. One, it's going to be a little bit easier to transport because it's actually made to drive on the road versus kind of just sitting there, and the wheels are only for transporting an empty tanker with that. So that is going to put us down quite a bit of money. We're down to 80,000. I think we still have some wood products that we would be able to sell at the moment, but overall that's not too terribly bad. So we're going to grab the slurry from the buffalo first, and then load up the remaining amount from the cows if the buffalo doesn't fill this trailer, which I don't think it will. Sorry, I have the icons on just because I can't remember where all of the triggers are on this new buffalo pen. And the manure heap that came with it, well, that we put with it. So we did have to have those on for a minute to remember that, and I just haven't turned them off just yet. All right, and then this one we will fill up here. There we go. Yeah, 72,000 liters of slurry. That is a lot. Man, the cow looks fat. Yeah, so this will be a nice addition to the farm. It will help us out tremendously with fertilizer. Now, I did notice that from watching the Tennessee Farmers episode that released today, that he is allowing the open air gardens in the challenge. Thank you for that. We might actually put that to use for a different crop later on down the road. I'm not sure which one, but maybe we use it for a crop for making something else on the farm. Definitely not wanting to fully use it for just pure profit, but I think maybe unless we buy another plot of land to kind of actually grow the crop on, I was thinking maybe we do sugar beets, and mostly because if I remember from the last time I used this production, let's see, farm production. So I believe it makes sugar beet cut, but it has the byproduct of making stones with it. So we wouldn't have to worry as much about picking up stones from our fields, especially since we don't get a whole lot of stones off the fields. But then we can turn around and turn that into lime. I'm not sure what we would do with the road salt. I guess we could probably sell it, but that is something as well that we would be looking at making. Oh, I should have went ahead and activated those productions while I was sitting there talking about them and looking here in the menu. And I still didn't even get that leveled enough to have that right there. Ugh. I hate that. I will have to fix that here shortly. We just want to get the last couple of loads. I think we'll just get one more load and then we'll leave the rest for the next trip, just because I don't want to make a trip for 1,000 liters of slurry. It just seems like I know it's right here, but it seems like a waste to me. Oh wow, so the trigger with the slurry, it pretty much is anywhere in this area. Huh. Good to know, good to know. I guess it's got a longer pipe that can just go about anywhere. Alright. And last load, and then we will head back up to the farm, start baling, and then we will see you guys after we finish baling. Alright, so we just finished wrapping our bales and baling the field. We did end up putting down a road here. One, it kind of keeps us on our property with our fields, and two, it'll allow us to drive both ways on the roadway here. So that is definitely something that was needed on the farm. We kind of had one before, but it didn't, there we go. And get that tucked away in there. But yeah. So I think that'll be a nice addition there. I think we will. I think we'll leave the bales out there to dry and ferment for a month. But I think that's where we're going to go ahead and call the episode. Like I said, definitely check out the other content creators that are doing this challenge in the description below. Check out to see how they're going on their farms. If you made it this far, please consider smashing that like button for me, and definitely subscribe if you like the content so far on the channel. But yeah, until next time, I hope you guys have a great one, and peace.